Tens of thousands of people from all walks of life protested US President Donald Trump's visit to the UK, from the streets of Scotland to the heart of London. An unprecedented wave of discontent and fury unified masses who stand against one man's horrific policies while raising the banner of human rights. The International Observatory of Human Rights team was right there among the crowds, marching with our blue banners and supporting the spirit of humanity.
What's your name? Why are you here protesting today?
My name is Chris. I'm here because I think Trump is despicable.
Right, okay. And is there a specific cause that you're angry about?
His existence, basically.
His existence. What did you think about, for example, his separation of immigrants from their children?
I think that is completely disgraceful, but I think he is enabling an autocratic, very dangerous, potentially fascist regime in America. He's ruined a lot of American institutions. He's removing protections against the environment. He's destroying NATO. He's extremely dangerous.
And what do you think of Donald Trump?
I think he's very unhelpful, and I think he has been very toxic and damaging to both America and to the world.
Do you have a specific issue that you take problem with?
I've got many issues that I take problem with. I think the fact that he embodies a culture that fears on vulnerable minorities and twists it for corporate benefit. The fact he treats women in a misogynistic way with the way he's spoken. I'm not someone who's militant left-wing. This is my first time protesting. I'm not someone who is massively politically correct either. But I think he is very unhelpful. I think Trump is not the only problem. It's his whole administration with the likes of Pence and how they're against LGBT people with his stance, and what the culture they've created through their electoral campaigning has been to stigmatise those people.
Why are you here protesting today?
Just Trump is an abominable monster, completely revile everything he stands for. Came up from Brighton today because I feel so strongly about it, and he's not welcome in this country, not at all.
Have you both come from Brighton? What do people in Brighton think in general?
Well, I've come from the suburbs of London in Orpington, but this must come from Brighton. I know a lot of people come from Brighton and all over the country.
Yeah.
So what are people in Brighton saying about Donald Trump?
Well, there was a rally last night held by Sisters Uncut Brighton, which was great. It's such a wonderful city and absolutely stands against everything Donald Trump.
I think it's important that if Britain stands for something, then they shouldn't allow him in.
Yeah, okay.
It gives more of a strong message that way.
And is there a particular issue?
I've been protesting since Ban the Bomb. I'm that old.
Okay. And what is it today that's brought you here in particular?
This terrible man. He's so vulgar. Awful, awful man. I mean, I don't particularly like Mrs. May, but the behaviour is appalling. Absolutely appalling. I can't be doing with it. It is disgusting and anti-feminist and all of that. That's why I'm here.
Is there a particular comment or action that he's done or made?
I couldn't believe this morning on the news when this terrible man was saying these things about our country. What right?
Yeah.
So I said, I have to do something.
What is it about migrants and refugees that you think that Trump is attacking in particular?
It's pure racism. It's based on skin colour and religious beliefs and trying to scaremonger and frighten people into keeping them out of the country.
And what did you think about the separation of migrants from their children? That's been
Shameful, absolutely shameful, a real disgrace.
If you could say one thing to Donald Trump today about refugees and migrants, what would you say?
They are welcome here.
IOHR is really proud to be here. This is the voice of London saying that it's enough is enough with Trump. We stand up for human rights, we stand up for journalists, we stand up for free press, not fake news. We stand up for refugees, not children being separated at borders. All around us, people are standing up and saying, this is what we believe.
Build bridges, not walls. And all those that have spoken before me have given a message here. We're asserting our right to demonstrate, our right to free speech, and our right to want a world that is not divided by misogyny, racism and hate. A world that's united by different values. A government condemns children because they're Mexican, Guatemalan or from somewhere else in Central America and so ill treats them on the border. That is a breach of every international convention that I understand about the rights of the child. The message that goes out today from London is, together here in London and around this country, our message to our visitor is, we are united in our hope for a world of justice, not division. We're united in our hope to end racism, misogyny. We're united in hope for all our diversity. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for what you've done. And thank you for that message you are giving to the rest of the world. Thank you, Trafalgar Square.
No, Mr. President. This is the clear sentiment felt by thousands of people here protesting against Donald Trump in London today. People from across Britain, America and the whole world are standing shoulder to shoulder to say no to misogyny, no to anti-refugee and migrant separation policies, no to racism and anti-LGBT policies.